What's good, R&B squad? This is out of Ruth. I trust that this message meets you guys in good spirits. If you're new to this family, we don't believe that you're here by accident. Welcome. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is, of course, always happier. I have 3 words today. There are 3 messages in here, and they all come from dreams that I had. And as per usual, as you listen to each word, you will know by the details whether or not it is for you. Please eat the meat, spit out the bone, take what's for you and leave the rest. And also, most importantly of all, make sure that you are prayerfully and carefully examining the word as you listen. Pray as you go along while you listen for confirmation from the Lord to know for sure if any of these words are for you or if they all are. Okay, so I'm going to get right into the dreams first, and then I'm going to get into the interpretation. I have a little friend that landed right next to me. So I have a little friend, a little bird that landed right next to me. It's very early in the morning while I'm recording this, and there's a little bird that is, he landed like right next to me. So that's what you're hearing. He's the cutest little thing. But anyhow, in the first dream, there was a young lady who was getting ready for a graduation ball. Okay? She was getting ready for a graduation ball. And what was interesting is that there were people getting ready because they were graduating with her. They were also part of the graduating class. So that's how I know that this is for more than one of you. Okay? But the main lady whom the focus was on in this scene, what I sensed as she got ready for this graduation ball is that she was worried that she would miss it. She was worried that she'd miss the ball and the ceremony. Okay, so for someone, I hear the Lord saying a step up. You're taking a step up in life. This is your time for elevation, and it's not just you who's being elevated. Other people around you who have connections to you are being elevated as well. And remember, this was something that the Lord had me mention in a previous word. There are those of you, because God's favor is on you, the people who were rooting for you, the people who were praying for you, the people who were cheering you on either openly or secretly, the people who wanted you to win, they're going to receive their elevation as well, just because they have a connection to you in some way, just because they wished you well. Okay, so this person whom the focus was on, like I said, she was worried that she would not make it in time to the ball or to the ceremony. So for someone, because of the way that things are looking right now in your situation, you may wonder if that elevation is even happening for you, if it's even coming. You know the Lord spoke a word. You know he told you that this is a time for elevation and advancement, but it doesn't look like that is happening. The Lord is saying, fear not. You're going to get there, because I should add that in the dream, even though she was worried that it was getting late and that she wouldn't make it to the ceremony and then to the ball on time, she did. She made it to the ceremony and she made it to the ball, and she was beautifully dressed at the ball. So the Lord is saying that he's preparing your clothes. He's preparing your garments for the elevation that you're about to receive. And fear not, you will receive it, regardless of what it looks like, regardless of what lie the enemy is telling, what picture, what false picture he's painting right now with your circumstances. The Lord spoke a word, and it shall not return to him void. And that goes as well for the people who wished you well. So that is one word. Now, there was another dream that I had that was very brief. And in this dream, there was a beautiful couple. That was the first thing that struck me about them. They were so beautiful together. And they were walking on what looked like a boardwalk. And there were people there admiring the couple as they walked. Seemed like they were out on a date. They were passing by on this boardwalk, and people were watching them admiringly. So for someone, I hear the Lord saying that what was secret is now going to be something that will be publicly known. So your union was secret, and now it is going to be publicly known. For some of you, you are somebody who's already in the public eye to some extent. Eyes are on you. And because of that, you've kept your union and your marriage promise hidden. The Lord is saying the time for that has passed, and He's about to show you guys off to the world. You're going to have an audience now. Okay? For others of you, you're just a regular person. You don't necessarily have the public looking at you. Okay? You're just a regular person going through your day-to-day activities and whatnot. But you may have been secretive about the promise, your marriage promise. Okay? People may not know about your marriage promise. People may not know about the person that God said is your person. He may not even know yet that the two of you are supposed to be together, or she may not even know yet that the two of you are supposed to be together. But the time is coming for that information to be revealed to your significant other, your God-ordained partner, that the time is coming for the two of you to go public. So this is something that's not going to be hidden anymore. Some of you are very much single, and the Lord spoke a marriage promise over you, and you have not met any prospects. So that is why your marriage promise has been hidden. You have not said anything to anyone because you feel like you have no prospects. That is about to change. I heard the Lord say that the two of you will be shown off to public view. And there's a purpose for that. You see, you're being shown off to public view because the world needs to see what God-ordained love looks like. There is so much going on in the world in terms of relationships looking like it's something that really has no value anymore. Marriage looks like something that has no value anymore. If you look at it from the world's perspective, it looks like there's no value being put on it. But the Lord wants to put the two of you and your God-ordained partner into public view, because people need to see what it looks like when God orchestrates a relationship, when He orchestrates a marriage. Okay, so that is the reason for the two of you going public. Now, for the third dream that I had, this one is going to be a little bit longer, and this is pertaining to someone's wedding. Okay, so in this particular dream, I saw a couple, and it was their wedding day. And I was made to understand that it happened a lot faster, a lot sooner than either of them expected. Now, they were at this venue, and I should mention that there seemed to be another couple who were supposed to get married at that venue. However, for some reason, that couple did not get married at that venue, and it ended up being the venue for this couple. In my dream, it ended up being the venue for their wedding. Okay, so they were at this venue, and I had the sense that everything happened faster than it should, and that the bride felt a little bit rushed. The groom, I should mention that he was on board with it. He was not the least bit fazed by how quickly things had moved. He was like, yeah, let's go, I'm ready. But the bride, in her mind, I sensed that she was thinking, this isn't how I thought this would go. That was her initial thought. She thought that she would have a little bit more time to plan, etc. However, I should mention that when the wedding took place, it ended up being better than she expected. So she started out wondering if it would go well because it wasn't what she had planned or what she thought would happen. But it turned out better than she expected. And she had everything she needed. They both had everything that they needed. They weren't lacking or in want of anything just because of the speed at which the wedding took place. So for someone, your wedding is going to happen faster than you thought. It's going to happen sooner than you thought. You may not have much time to plan it out. But here's the thing. Even if it doesn't happen the way that you thought it would, just know that it's going to be even better than you thought. Don't be disappointed when you see it shaping up and it's not shaping up the way you imagined. Okay? Know that God's plan is always greater, and it's going to end up better than you expected. Now, the scene switched after their wedding in that dream, and the bride, she was sitting there alone with her thoughts. And she was thinking, and this is a very specific detail for someone, pay attention. The bride, she was thinking when they were making love, they would have to take precautionary measures, she and her brand new husband, to ensure that she did not get pregnant too soon, because she wanted to plan the pregnancy. She didn't want to get pregnant right away, right after they got married. So for someone, this is a concern for you. You may not want to have kids right after you get married. This is something that you need to be upfront with your partner about, even before the two of you get married, okay? Make sure that you're upfront with them before. And that's the message, guys. So I hope that this message blessed someone. I hope you found your confirmation in there somewhere. I love you guys. I will be back with another word as soon as the Lord releases me. Take care.